Looks like it's more police cars, and again, it's very jarring, Bill. You know, we're just a few minutes away from the Capitol, and we're used to heavy security here in Washington, but to see just after rush hour on a Monday, someone running with a long gun and shorts with a helmet and body armor on, it is really startling. And the siren that you hear right now, I'm a little bit away from our position, but it is some kind of an armored vehicle. And that armored vehicle, Bill, is entering that gate that is closed. The gate was closed. They are now opening up the gate from M Street. It's the first time since I got to this position I've seen it open. But now an armored vehicle, all black, followed by 2 police cruisers, is entering the yard where the scene is. No one entered on foot. It's now being very quickly closed by 2 officers. This looks like, I'm not sure what you can see in the camera, Bill, but there's a helicopter now that is hovering very, very close to the top of that building where we believe all the action is. So just about a minute ago, an armored vehicle went in with sirens and with police officers, and now that helicopter that had been circling is now stopped right on top of the building. If I didn't know any better about what was going on, I would think it was trying to land inside the building. So we've seen an armored vehicle go in just about a minute ago. Now there's a helicopter for the first time hovering just a few yards above that building, and now an ambulance is backing in, it appears.
Hello, I'm LRJ from LRJ TV. Let's go.
We last reported to you, we did not have a definite number, and we're still working on a definite number of fatalities, but at this hour it appears that we have at least 12 fatalities, and we're continuing to try to ascertain how serious this situation is, and it doesn't get much more serious than that. Obviously, we have one of the officers for the Metropolitan Police Department is injured. He appears to be going to be fine as far as we know. We have no known motive at this stage. There were people who asked earlier if this was a terrorist event. We don't have any reason to think that at this stage, but we're continuing that investigation to try to determine what the motive is. We also don't know for certain whether there are other shooters. There have been reported other people in the building at the time. We're continuing to engage in that investigation, and we'll have better information on that later in the afternoon.
Gun drawn, and someone had pulled the fire alarm, and that's when I heard police, the MPs, everybody was just coming down the car with sirens. And
what did the shots sound like?
It was like pow, pow, pow. And then in a few seconds it stopped, and then it pow, 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 pow. So we just ran.
Did you hear how many there were? How many shots there were?
I counted at least 7 when I was there.
Did you see more than one shooter?
I didn't see the shooter at all. I was on the first floor. From my understanding, the shooter was on the 4th floor.
Was he shooting down into the atrium?
If he was, I wasn't paying any attention. I heard he was, but I didn't know. I just kept running.
What kind of building is that? What kind of building is that? Who works in that building?
We have Navy officers, civilians, Marines. Our mission is, to take care of the Navy.
How secure is it?
Being that the incident that happened today, it's not secure enough for me.
How easy can you get inside?
I'm sorry?
How easy should it be to get inside? And you need a card, right?
You have to have a card to come in. You cannot enter the building before 6:30 without having a card. Once you enter into the building, you need a card to scan to get through go through the offices. So it's very hard to get in without a card. It's very...
Describe that. What was going through your head when all this was happening?
Well, I just had an incident happen a couple of weeks ago. I lost my sister, so to have this happen, I'm terrified now. I don't even know if I want to come back into the building again. I don't feel safe.
What do you do in the building? What's your position there?
I'm a logistics management specialist.
Now my heart goes out to the families of these victims and their pain that they're going through right now. But we must be mindful. The media's agenda I don't care if you don't like it. I'm going to say it. It does not matter at all if you have gun laws in place. America is built on greed. It will always be someone selling illegal guns. Guns are guns. Whether you buy them in USA or from overseas, they're guns. Whether you make them in your basement, they're guns. And they kill people. We need to focus on people, the human beings. For those that have mental problems, medical attention. When kids in the classroom are being bullied and tortured by other students, we need teachers to speak up to help those children. When you have employers that strike deals under the table for tax breaks, but then when all the breaks are gone, they want to shut down a factory and take all your money and all your pension. You got to be angry about that. People, we need to stop passing these laws out of fear and use our minds to think, what can we do to make our country better? And I'm LRJ. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Why? Because you be glad you did. I love you all. Peace.